if you watch the Cajun Cardboard channel, I want you to consider using the PWCC Marketplace. It's a great place to buy sports cards, and you can even support the channel through my affiliate link, which is conveniently located in the YouTube description to this very video you're about to watch. Pause the video, get into the YouTube description, look in the top right of the channel, and you're going to see a link to PWCC. Save that link in your browser, and now you are able to buy sports cards on the PWCC Marketplace just like I do, and at the same time support the Cajun Cardboard channel. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard coming at you from the great state of Louisiana with your Monday morning PWCC weekly number 88 auction recap. We're going to look at the 96 highest selling basketball cards from last night, September 24th. We're going to talk a little bit about the cards, the people that appear on the cards, and some of the prices on the cards. Remember, PWCC Marketplace is a great place to buy or sell your cards. If you're considering selling on PWCC, use the promo code CAJUN, C-A-J-U-N. All caps is a great way to support the Cajun Cardboard channel so you can keep getting these great recaps. All right, let me take a deep breath. This is going to be a doozy. Here we go, starting from the bottom. I'm not going to talk about every single card. I've got to get quicker at these things because it's eating up my time to do original, inventive, ingenuitive content. But the 2009 Upper Deck Curry base star rookie PSA 10 is $540. We are going to look this card up because it's a Robert Parrish. I believe it's his second year card, and this is the Chief. And I didn't know the Chief was a real piece of shit. Apparently he beat his wife, and when she was 8 months pregnant, he threw her down the stairs during the NBA Finals. Didn't know any of these things. Apparently McHale and Bird did not return phone calls from Parrish at some point trying to reconnect. So maybe the Chief wasn't the great guy that everybody thought he was. I did not know any of this stuff, and then I heard about it. That's Wes Unseld guarding him in that picture, by the way. But this second year Chief, $540 for this PSA 10. I've got it pulled up right here. There it is, a pretty big jump over the last few sales. The highest price ever paid for this was $565, so you're right there. Just close to the February 24th of last year's sale. So second highest price ever paid for that card right there. We got a Getty Rookie Impeccable PSA 10, serial number to 99 autograph that does $552. We've got this is a cool card here because these guys were best friends, then they weren't. Now they kind of pretend to be, but they're really not. It's a Panini 1-in-1 timeless moments. People love these cards. It's got that silver Sharpie autograph there. It's a Magic Johnson moment, not Isaiah, even though he's prominently featured on here as a little midget trying to guard Magic in the post. Of course, Magic's just going to turn his ass to him and back him down and do whatever he wants in the post. $552 for this raw copy. Here's a card. I don't say this very often. I'm going to say it about two cards tonight. I'm going to tell you one card that I think is way undervalued, that just based on who he is, the year of the card, what it's about, the meaning of the card, the product, the grade, etc. This card is way too cheap. I am sorry. There is no way in hell this card should only sell for $576. I realize he's never won a title. I realize, he's on a team hopping right now, but so did Gary Payton late in his career. So did Jason Kidd. So did a bunch of other players. But this is a 2005 SP Authentic. Good product. Autograph, serial number Chris Paul, on-card auto, PSA 10, serial number to $12.99. It sold for $576. I've got it pulled up, $576. I remember back in 2021, I was buying Chris Paul cards in late 2019 and buying some high-end stuff, and I made a freaking fortune cashing out on Chris Paul during the peak. Look at this card, $576. That's almost $200 less than the last one, $300 less than the one before that. That's just really, really low. It's even sold for as low as $480. That just seems really, really low to me. This is the same card that sold for $22.47, $1,900, $1,800, $1,575. That just seems like a really low price. So that's the one card that I would say in this PWCC weekly auction number 88. It just seems really underpriced to me. We've got a Lloyd Neal PSA 10, does $588, set collector there. Two real cool cards in a row, not rookies, but the 2008 Topps Chrome Paul Pierce Gold PSA 10 does $630. That's a cool card and a really neat looking kind of color combination with that green and yellow, in my opinion, with the green Celtics lettering at the top, and then of course the green jersey. And then you've got the Tim Duncan from 2004 Bowman Chrome Gold Refractor. These were real tough to grade, so a PSA 10 makes it a pop 1. The Pierce pop 1. Serial number to 50, serial number to 50. They both sell for $630. Let me know in the comments, what do you think about those two? And here's the deal. Too often on these PWCC recaps, I hyper focus on the highest grade Jordans and stuff like that. I'm going to start trying to do a better job of looking up some of the lower graded stuff because not everybody's trying to go get the PSA 10s and the BGS 9.5. So let's look up this sold of the game BGS 9 Jordan. It sold for $630 last night. I've got it right here. That's about what you're expecting. But here's the question I want to ask you guys. It's down 9%, but it's, it is what it is. I mean, it was up, the sale before that, a couple of months ago, but this one does dip a little bit, about $100 from the last sale to $630. But here's what I want to show you. So this is about what the last 8 sales. It's about a $730 card. Let me turn the phone off. Very important. Sorry. It's about a $730 card. But look at the PSA 10. PSA 10 is on the run for sure. It's a $5,000 card. So it's almost like you could buy 7 BGS 9s for the price of one PSA 10. Just that fractional difference in the grading quality of the cards. Have we lost our mind here? Does that make sense to you? Is the card not valuable because the card is what it is? Less than 800 ever, or less than 900 ever graded. Shouldn't the card be valuable in any slab? And I know 730 is a lot of money, but that seems like a massive disparity. And this is coming from a grade snob. It just seems like too large of a disparity. It's almost like we've turned PSA 9s and BGS 9s into complete trash. And I think that's, and almost BGS 9.5s to the same extent. It just seems like a drastic overreaction, and that we've maybe propped these PSA 10s up a little bit too much. And of course, I'm going to give you a mail day this weekend where I bought 7 PSA 10s because I'm OCD and I'm a grade snob. But even a grade snob who collects PSA 10s, at some point, maybe it's because I want them to come back down, but they have gone into another stratosphere. A Kobe 8 Topps Chrome does $660. A Kaboom Wade PSA 10 from 2020 does $690. The first card and the only card you're going to see in this top 100 that I won last night on the PWCC Premier. I did win some other lower end cards because I love buying on the PWCC weekly auction, especially some of the lower Jordans in high grade. Sometimes you can sneak those because the attention's been diverted on these big cards that we're looking about and talking about every Monday morning. But this is the 1996 season's best, number 18. It's affectionately known as the Sticky Fingers because it's steals leaders and things like that, and everybody knows Jordan steals shit out of the ball. I picked this one up for $690. There is a Topps and a Topps Chrome. The Topps looks better. We've talked about that on the channel. The Topps definitely looks better. That's what the card looks like up close. There's a little waviness to the Topps card. It's a little whiter, a little bit lighter color. The Topps Chrome version is just like a kind of a dull gray, flat gray metallic border. This is a Pop 253 card. It's up 46% over the last year. It is definitely running, let's see, the last 6 months. It's up 20% just over the last 6 months. The last one sold for $721 on September 5th. Don't ask me why. The one that I won and that I've already paid for is not showing up in Card Ladder yet from last night, $924. That should say $924, and it should say a sale for $690. It's not in there. So I picked it up about what I expected to pay. I didn't have a card. I had it in a PSA 8. I needed it in a PSA 10, so I picked it up. I paid pretty much top dollar considering $721 was the last one. So yes, I paid a great deal for that one. But if you go back and you look at the all-time value of this card, the card's been well over $1,000 a couple of times. So long term, I don't plan to get rid of this card. It's not a rare card. It's a card we did feature in the MJ hierarchy. By the way, those posters are available right now. You are going to watch a video tonight at 7 p.m. Central Time, and it'll give you all the details on the poster. You don't have to DM me. You just have to watch the video, follow the instructions. The posters are ready to go out and be shipped. Priority overnight. You will get them the next day. But this Sticky Fingers, I paid a high premium. I'm keeping it for Cajun Eternity. Don't care. Next to that, we got a Tatum Blue Prism PSA 9. These were serial number to 199. This Tatum says $720 last night. A Kobe Topps NBA at 50. BGS 9.5 does $720, and that of course is a Kobe rookie. So one way to avoid the flagship product, the Topps Chrome bases, go for the NBA 50. 1980 Topps Basketball Bird Magic does PSA 6 does $720, and then I can't believe this is one of the greatest basketball players that ever lived. He just doesn't look the part. His hair certainly doesn't look the part. It looks like he's kind of wearing headphones here, but that's his hair, and it is $720 for this Rick Barry PSA 10. I don't think I looked that one up, and I don't think I looked up this Chronicles Luka, but this is a Chronicles. Chronicles is, for those of you who don't collect Ultra Modern, and tell me if I get this wrong, is a product that Panini releases with past products or potential future products. And so it's kind of an amalgamation of a bunch of different products in one product called Chronicles. So it's like a products within a product. And this is, of course, the Obsidian, which has been a product in the past and is a product right now because I just opened a box. This was serial number 249. It's a Pop 13 in PSA 10. It sold for $750. I am going to look this card up because I think this is a really good looking card. A lot of people are not familiar with it. I can't even remember all the details, but I think because there was so much hype around LeBron James, Topps wanted to do some kind of NFT/eTopps thing where you could buy like a virtual card, but you could also redeem it and get the card in hand. I don't know. Somebody comment below and explain it to me. I think that's what this is, but this is the 2003 eTopps card number 43. Sold for $750 last night, and that card is really a good looking card. I mean, that's a great looking card with young LeBron. Young LeBron still looks like he's 45, but it's still young LeBron. Pop 333. It's only down 70% over the last 2 years. Can you believe that? All time, someone once paid, I don't believe this, but allegedly somebody once paid $12,600 for this. Let's just not believe that. But someone definitely probably did pay the $8,175. Now you're looking at an $800 card. There's the Pop report. Pretty easy to grade. 35% gem rate with Beckett. The gem rate is 78+%. So easy card to grade. Good looking card. If you're a LeBron collector and you collect LeBron rookies, it's definitely one to look at because it's dropped so much. The 97 Finest Refractor PSA 9. I don't think I looked that one up. No, I didn't. The next one we looked up is the All Defensive. The Nike Promo 8 does $750 in BGS. Here it is. This is an interesting sale. Something that you should definitely take note of. The 1993 Ultra All Defensive Team, a card that we featured in the Cajun Cardboard MJ Hierarchy project. It's going to be on those posters that you're going to get tonight. The BGS 9.5 Gem Plus, so an exceptional 9.5 copy, sold last night for $780. Check this out. I've got it pulled up. This is the highest price that's ever been paid for this card in this grade. So another Jordan card breaking a record. The Ultra All Defensive from 1993 BGS 9.5 Gem Plus sells for $780. That's a pretty big percentage-wise. It's a huge jump over the February sale and an even bigger jump over the 2021 price back here. So a Jordan card that's saying FU to the 2021 first quarter peak. A 92 Stadium Club Beam Team Shaquille O'Neal. This is going to go back to my, this is going to go back to my observation that the disparity between PSA 10 and I'm calling it like it is. I know that's there. I get that there's a premium for it. I'm just questioning the logic behind it. This is a BGS 9.5 Stadium Club Beam Team Shaquille O'Neal rookie, and it sold for three figures, $810 right here. The last one down here sold for $690, $650, $680. So this is a good sale. This is a huge step forward sale. Ignore this one right here because that's a BGS 9 where they snuck 9.5 in the title. So ignore the $378. This is a big jump from the last three sales, $680, $650, $690, up to $810. But what I want to show you here is if we type in PSA 10, remember $810. The PSA 10 sold for $5,250 last month, freaking 30 days ago. Not $5,250. So what is that? That's almost six times, more than six times what the BGS 9.5 sold for. That seems a little nutso to me. I don't know. Huge disparity, whatever. Jim Chones or Chonas or Cajonas. His nickname was probably Jim Cajonas. He liked to take the last shot. He had big cojones. $810 for this PSA 10 tall boy from 76. Gar Hurd, one of the hairiest dudes in the league at the time in 1976. Apparently, his PSA 10 tall boy from 76 sold for $810. Again, I'm guessing these are not Gar Hurd and Jim Cajonas collectors. These are probably set collectors that are trying to bust people's ass on the set registry. If you don't know what the set registry is, Google PSA set registry. We talk about it a good bit on the channel. Even though I don't partake, I do think it's awesome and it's fascinating to watch. The 2007 Exquisite Collection, I like this one a lot. This is a cool patch autograph of the Iceman, George Gervin, one of the easiest easiest. He scored the basketball about as easy as anybody from his era for sure, and maybe all time, along with the great Kevin Durant and a few others that come to mind. $840 for this serial number to 50 limited logos Gervin. We've got a Shaq Platinum Medallion. These were serial number to only 99, so a big Shaq card here and a good-looking card too. Why is it always Brian Russell that's getting embarrassed and dominated? And by the way, it's Brian. It's not Byron. It's spelled Brian with an O. It's not Byron. So that's something that almost every single person on television can't get straight. $870 for that Platinum Medallion PSA 7. We've got a Kobe Golden Touch from 1997. 8.5 does $870. And here we go. And I don't very often say this. This is just my personal opinion. I think the hot numbers cards are way overvalued. I just do. I think they're way, way, way overvalued. They're not that rare. I get it. Demand, demand, demand. I get it. I'll be the first one to say demand rules the day. I say it about the 86 Fleer PSA 10. I say it about the 86 Fleer every grade. But the 95 Flair hot numbers PSA 9 did $870 last night. We've got it pulled up. The card's actually done amazing over the last 40 sales over the last year. The card is up, and it's a pop 285 card. That's a big number. There's a lot of those out there, and it's pushing $1,000. That just seems like too much to me. $1,000 can get you a lot more in the Jordan market. It can get you some really quality PSA 10 inserts that are almost as rare or more rare than the hot numbers. And again, I get it. It's lenticular. It's a gorgeous card. I'm not going to sit here and tell you it's not. It's one of my favorite inserts out there, but logic needs to step in. This is a card that's been graded over 1,200 times. The gem rate is crazy high. It is the easiest card in the world to gem, just about 72% for BGS, 38%. Who's ever heard of that for PSA? You're talking about there are almost 700 gem copies out there, and somebody's paying $870 for a PSA 9. To me, and again, I hope I didn't offend one of my friends, but I always try to call it like I see it. That to me seems like too high of a price for that particular card. And I have no dog in this hunt. I own the PSA 10. It ain't going anywhere. I'm not buying or selling or anything like that. I'm certainly not looking to lower the price of 9s and then go out and buy a bunch of them. It struck me as a very high price. And here it is next to a Natural Born Thrillers BGS 9, which also sells for $870 Jordan as well. And then a super green refractor PSA 9 from second year finest. No coating on that one. $900 for that green refractor. We've got a Dwight Howard True Upper Deck Exquisite Collection. This is his True Upper Deck Exquisite Collection RPA. Serial number to 99. Great patch. Cool looking autograph. I didn't look at the back. Let's look at the back. Yeah, it's a 10 autograph. Okay, good. $960. Again, he got robbed. He should have been in the NBA top 75, and that's coming from somebody who doesn't like Dwight Howard. Bobby Smith right here, taking a sweet J right there. Card number 114, another 1976 tall boy PSA 10, pop only 6, does $990. An Alperen Sengun sneaks into the top 100. This is a cracked ice rookie ticket, serial number to 25 from Panini Contenders, 1020. It's a pop 1. None have ever been graded higher than that minimum gem. Real cool patch card here for Kobe. No autograph to the best of my knowledge, but just a real cool massive materials prime patch. That's a huge patch window with a bunch of colors and breaks. 1020 for that BGS 9. Let's look up this super rare card, the 1989 Michael Jordan Fleer PSA 10 card number 21. Where is it? There it is. Somehow I've tracked it down. There has only been 25,000 graded, and of those 25,000, there are 1,139 PSA 10s, and this card sold for more than the hot numbers. For some reason, I have no idea what's going on. I thought the hot numbers was too high. I can't tell you what I think about this card, and again, I own a copy of this card. I'm just saying that seems like a lot of money. It's almost like, this card at a PSA 10 is outselling a Natural Born Thrillers BGS 9. To me, that doesn't make any sense. It just doesn't make any sense to me. Let me know what you think about that in the comments. Is there other disparities out there? When is logic going to set in and take over? But PSA 10 is PSA 10 for now, but will it always be that way? I don't know. I'm playing the game just like everybody else, so let me know what you think in the comments. This is a card where there's 1,139 of them out there, and obviously there was probably 100,000, 200,000 printed. Who knows how many raw ones are sitting out there because they weren't worth grading for 25 years. Over the last year, the card's up. Okay, so much for hot pop cards being worthless. The card's actually up over the last year. All right, moving along. Karl Malone, nobody grades these in BGS, but a 9.5 is a really high grade with a sticker. $1,000 for that one. A John Morant blue color match, PSA 9 does 1110. And then a Gigantes de la NBA, Miguel Jordan, excellent mint 6, PSA 6. PSA, is that how you say it? 1,110, that's a pop 7. None graded higher. Those little suckers are hard to grade indeed. And here he is again, Gar Hurd. I think he might even make one more appearance. Another 1972 Gar Hurd. Somebody let go of their Gar Hurd Master Collection. This is the 72 Gar Hurd PSA 10 pop 5. It does $1,110. We've got the Jordan Holding Court Red PSA 10. This is card number J30 from Upper Deck Hard Court. Those are serial number to 2,300. Despite the fact that there's that many of them out there, this is only a pop 11 in PSA 10, 1,170. I don't know much about that card. I need to learn more about that card because it's a great looking card for sure. And if you look at it on the back, there's Jordan again. So J30, Jordan front, Jordan back, serial number down here in the bottom right. Real cool red foil lettering where it says Jordan Holding Court over there. Just a really good looking card all around. A LeBron Hot Numbers from 2003. These were serial number to 500. So it's theoretically, I guess, a rookie insert. I'm guessing it's a PSA 10, pop 7, $1,200 for that LeBron. A LeBron Zebra, 1260. Bird Magic, PSA 8 ST, which means stain. If you don't understand qualifiers on PSA, go to the PSA website. They explain it all in great detail, and you can learn a little bit more about the hobby. If you're new to the hobby, be careful, because when I first got back into the hobby, I didn't know what the hell ST was, OC, MK. I didn't know PD. I didn't know what any of these qualifiers meant. And so, it could be very misleading when you're looking at it. And here's really the card of the day. This is Andre Ice Cold 3000 from Outkast. You guys might remember, Hey Ya, he had a bunch of great songs. Outkast was a phenomenal band. Andre Ice Cold 3000 was a great basketball player back in 1972 before he changed his name from Joe Caldwell to Andre Ice Cold 3000. 1,380 for this Ice Cold right here. And then next to that, we got a pretty cool Impeccable. I like this Impeccable product. It's kind of lingering in the middle of nowhere. It's like, is it high end? Is it low end? What the hell is going on? It's kind of like Spectra. It's like, what is it? Are we going to ever decide where it belongs? But Impeccable's cool, and if you've held these cards in hand, it's almost like a Court Kings kind of fabric-y surface, and the autographs are on card. This is a good-looking card. PSA 10, it's a pop 1, PSA 10, serial number 25, Trae Young rookie card. Pretty cool card right there. And then Dwight Schrute. Dwight Schrute, PSA 9 from 1970, card number 67. Dwight from The Office, 1,530 for that one. And then, Don Smith, if that is your real name, he's just kicking it. He's hanging out. He's got his ball. He's in the YMCA. He's ready to ball, man. 1970 tops Don Smith, PSA 9, 1,530. Lots of tall boy action again. That's what she said. 1970 tops Joe Caldwell, where he's got significantly more underarm hair than he does on his head. I don't even really think it's close. It's not even subject to argument. Comment below if you think I'm crazy. But this is apparently a short print. And so his PSA 9, the Joe Caldwell PSA 9, is a pop 10 with no PSA 10s out there. And it's sold for 1,530. And then the Kobe Limited Legends patch autograph. Looks like a sticker auto. Serial number 25 does 1,650. And then I don't know anything about these things. Panini Instant NBA Draft Metal Autographs Green. That sounds like a lot of stuff. Serial number to 10 does 1,710. Of course, that's NBA Authentic. And then let's look this one up. The 1996 Skybox Premium Golden Touch BGS 9 does 1710. Here it is. The card's on the move over the last year. Now, it did come down from the last sale of 1,900. Again, I'd have to look at the subgrades, but I don't care that much about it. It's up 26% over the last year. It's a card that's only been graded about 400 times. So you're looking at a very rare card with a very low gem rate for PSA, significantly higher gem rate for Beckett. Isn't it funny how sometimes those are flip-flopped and sometimes they're both high or both low? Sometimes there's a disparity and one's significantly higher than the other. It makes no sense, no rhyme or reason to me. I guess it has something to do with die cut cards and edges and who grades what, how. 2009 Panini Studio BGS 9 Steph autograph, serial number to 199 does 1,740. And then I really like this card. Again, I'm sitting here hyping Impeccable. I don't own a single Impeccable card. I don't have the product, never opened the product. I don't know anything about it. But it's a good looking card. It's a hollow silver, so it's serial number to only 25, and it is definitely a Jason Tatum RPA. It is a Pop 6. It sells for $1,800. I guess I should check. It does get a 10 for the autograph, despite the fact... I don't know. I don't know anything about autographs, but that looks A, streaky, and B, off the mark there. But that BGS 9 does $1,800. I think it's a good-looking card, me personally. And then Bill Melchione. So I'm almost positive his son, Lee Melchione, played at Duke, and he was kind of a little chubby shooter guy that played at Duke. And his hair actually at Duke looks similar to his dad Bill's in this picture here, 1972. But this Bill Melchione PSA 10 does $1,800. I think I looked it up, and this is the this is the second most this card's ever sold for, but it is blown out of the water by his apparently his 1972-73 Topps. He was an all-star. So Bill Melchione was an ABA all-star for the New York Nets, and those all-star cards must be crazy low pop and much more valuable because they sold for $3,100 and $2,700. But this is the second highest Melchione 1972 Topps PSA 10. We got the 5x7 Jordan BGS 9 from 1985, the Slam Dunk Supers, does $1,830, and then the Pro Stats. This is from the Jordan subset from 1986. Card number 4 of that subset in BGS 9 does $1,860. A Kobe patch auto does $1,890. This Kobe Cutting Edge, I want to look it up because I think these cards are really, really cool. Kind of reminds me of a Cut Above and Hot Shots, just the way it's die cut all the way around. At no point, well, I shouldn't say it reminds me of those because those aren't die cut all the way around, but this one is. It's almost like an oval disc, and it's very intricately die cut, which makes it tough to grade. It's an old PSA label, but this is the Cutting Edge Plus, which I'm assuming is a parallel of the Cutting Edge. I don't know. I've got to plead ignorance. I do not know, but maybe there's a regular Cutting Edge and then maybe there's a Cutting Edge Plus. It's a Pop 12. It's $1,950. There it is right there. The Cutting Edge Plus. Cutting Edge Plus. And there's a regular Cutting Edge. I've got it sorted by price. This is the most ever paid for this card. It is the same card, I think. Let's see. 640. Nope, different card. Okay, so this exact same card sold. It's the second highest ever paid. So here's our sale right here, $1,950. The highest ever paid was $1,980, but this one wasn't far behind. So it's good to see a Kobe card that's actually running. And then next to that we have Freddie Lewis, if that is your real name, playing for the Pacers right there. Super happy to be a part of this photo shoot. At least he got to wear his actual jersey instead of some pajama clothes like a lot of these guys did back then. 2040 for that Freddie Lewis PSA 10. That's a Pop 8 card. Set Registry City. The Refractor Jordan Kobe East West does $2,520. Last time I looked, I think the 10, it was around 10 grand. I don't know if that's still the case. And then we got a Dave Myers, $2,640 for that PSA 10. And then, wow, that is Wendell Ladner, who played for the Tams. Card number 226, PSA 10, Pop 4 does $2,640. And then Bill Hewitt rolls up in here. And then look who's got some puka shells. Mike Gale shows up with those puka shells that have been a recurring theme on this channel, especially in the mid to late 70s. I think that's when puka shells really hit the peak of popularity. Apparently Mike Gale had them. A couple of other Spurs had them. I think it just means they were part of a gang. Pop 5 does $2,760. And then the Bill Hewitt PSA 10 does $2,640. And then we've got this card that I got destroyed on, and let me show you why. I don't have it. It's not the regular 1996 Topps Chrome Jordan. It's the 96 Topps Chrome NBA 50th parallel. And it is card number 139. It sold for $2,880. It's a Pop 23. What a coincidence. $2,880. Did you hear what I said? That is preposterous. That is over $2,000. That is almost 300% of the highest price ever paid for this card, and that one was an SGC 10. So if we type in PSA 10, that is literally almost like what, 9 times higher than the highest price ever paid for this card back in 2018. That is a monstrous, monstrous sale right there for $2,880. That one has run away from me. I don't think I am going to get to that one. We've got a Trae Young Gold. This is a beautiful card, and again, I'm not a Trae Young collector, and I'm not sure where his market's going, but serial number to 10 from Flawless Star Swatch, $3,000. The Kobe Refractor rookie from 96 with the coating does $3,100. 4,120. SGC3 Jordan does 3,120. This dude, Bob Nedolicki, I'm certain the kids called him Nutlicker in high school or like a Nutty Licky or something like that. He got teased as a kid. He should get teased now. He also played apparently for the Pacers, but his card says Chaparrals. So somebody let me know, A, what a chaparral is. I'm from Louisiana, and we don't have dictionaries, so I have no idea what a chaparral is. And then why does his jersey say Pacers? Maybe there's a story behind that. This Nutlicker sold for $3,360. The next card I do want to look up is, and I'm a Giannis collector to some extent. I've started to liquidate a little bit some of my Giannis stuff, and I know the timing's terrible, but I've just got Jordan fever. But this is the 2013 Select Prism PSA 10. This is a Pop 92 card, down 18% over the last year, but over the last 6 months, check it out, up 20%. And again, primarily hinging on that sale last night for $3,480. That's a pretty big jump, man. That's about a $630 jump over the last sale. And this is not a common card. So silver back then meant something. Not as rare, I think, as the Prism Silver, but the Select Silver was also still pretty rare, pretty low pop stuff. Zelmo Beatty, don't laugh at the name. He was a Hall of Famer, five-time All-Star, great player in the NBA. He played for the Stars. And $3,600 for that PSA 10. That's a Pop 3 card right there. And then we've got, it looks a little bit like Gerald Wilkins, but this is John Tresvant, Ralph Tresvant's uncle. 1969 Topps basketball. You should know who Ralph Tresvant is if you listen to like hip hop and R&B in the 90s. I guess it would be the 90s, right? Or would it be late 90s or early 2000s? I can't remember. 1969 Topps basketball. John Tresvant does $3,600. A Jordan 6 does $3,840. A dual auto LeBron and Carmelo on card. Neat looking setup here. Pretty interesting little card. This is the Sweet Shot Acetate Dual. It's only serial number to 15. BGS 8.5 does $4,080. Those guys are linked forever. Same draft class, of course. An OC 8 Jordan that somebody may want to try to crack and get some money out of. And then another Chaparrals card. And, of course, he's not wearing a Pacers jersey. And this is Collis Jones with some awesome lamb chops. That does $4,080. And then this gunslinger here, this Wyatt Earp looking dude with the most chest hair I've ever seen. His arms have so much hair, it looks like he's wearing oven mitts. His name is Neil Walk, and he played for the Suns. And let me tell you, he is not one to be trifled with. $4,080 for this Walk PSA 10 Pop 2. I'm not even going to look that up. I'm going to go out on a limb. I would bet my collection that is an all-time high Neil Walk sale. Howie Comives or Comives or Comavies, I have no clue what that is. He's happy as hell. He's wearing little nut huggers, so he's real happy about that. He played for Detroit when they were light blue and red, apparently. $4,080 for this. We're just going to call him Howie, PSA 9. A Kobe X-Fractor serial number 210 from 2006 sells for $4,320. Dick Snyder, who looks like he's throwing the javelin, but that's a basketball in his right hand, and he's wearing an orange Halloween shirt with no logos on it. $4,320 for this 1969 Dick Snyder. And there's so many jokes I can make about his name that I'm just not going to do it. PSA 9 right there for that Dick. And then Don Kogis, or Kogis, I have no idea. He played for San Diego. I think they were San Diego Clippers. I might be wrong on that. 1969 Tallboy PSA 9 does $4,440. A Morant Stars Swatch Signature Ruby Parallel serial number to 15. Pop 1 does $4,920. And then this one just shocked me. But look, here's the deal. I want to look a little bit closer at this card. First, let's look at the prices and the pops and all that stuff. So I paid, I think, $8,500 in trade. I actually traded, but at an $8,500 value, because I was desperate in Chicago at the National and put a PSA 10 team leader in hand. Okay, I was very excited about that. $4,920 it sells for last night. So really, really low sales price. And the question is why? Because the last one was $7,400. This was a card that was very much on the move over the last year. Again, Pop 48. There's a few of them out there, okay? So it's over 1,300. It's not a rare insert by any stretch, but very tough to grade because it's all blue everywhere. And it's got four clear distinct borders, which means if there's any centering defect or any center, it's off center at all, it's going to get dinged. It's not going to get a 10. And so it's a tough card to grade. Very low gem rate. Let's look and see what it is. 6% and 0.82% for Beckett, okay? So there you go. Down 17% only because of this sale last night of $49.20. I don't know what happened. It completely went under the radar. 5,988, 6,500, 7,000, 7,400, and then it just got slammed last night all the way to 49.20. My theory is it's based on the centering. It's just really, really off center. I don't know what else to say. It is. It's just really off center, left or right. And maybe that has something to do with why somebody wasn't willing to pay what the last one sold for or anywhere close to it. Let me know in the comments what you think about it. That just seems like a really low price to me, $49.20. So again, I don't even want to get into not all cards are the same, not all grades are the same. Forget it. Dual autograph on cars, serial number 10. Probably getting close to the two greatest Mavericks that have ever played. I'm sure I just offended some Dallas Mavericks fan out there, but damn, Doncic just made a bunch of All-NBA teams. I know he hasn't won anything, but nobody else had either except for Dirk. So really, it comes down to statistics and it comes down to awards and accomplishments. And damn, I think Doncic by the time he leaves is going to be the second greatest Maverick of all time. He's got to win a title to surpass Dirk, of course, but this is probably damn close to the two greatest Mavericks that have ever played. Serial number 10, BGS 8.5. Let me know in the comments if I'm forgetting anybody. I mean, I'm thinking Mark Aguirre, I'm thinking Rolando Blackman, I'm thinking Derek Harper, I'm thinking Jamal Mashburn. I mean, none of those guys hold a candle to Luka Doncic, and I know he hasn't been doing it very long, only a few years. 5,040 for that dual auto. The Kobe Topps Chrome Refractor from 1997 PSA 10 does 5,160. Here we go. That's only a pop 19. That's a big card. It's a second-year refractor, so this is not his rookie, so relax. But look at that drop, down 50% over the last year from a monster high. I want to look at this. Yeah, this card sold for $18,000, okay? And now it's selling for $5,160. But here's the good news for the Kobe collectors. If we look at the last 6 months, here you go, 2,800, 3,600, jumped to 5,160 last night. And remember, with these cards, greening, coloring is huge. I didn't look real close at it, but it doesn't look to be too green to me. Art Williams PSA 9 does 5,160, no PSA 10s. A Luka Doncic Immaculate Collection Patch Auto Red Parallel, serial number 25, does 5,280. The Kobe Bryant Jambalaya BGS 8 does 5,640. And then Jordan 8.5, 86 Fleer 57 does 6,000. We are getting close to the top row, guys and gals. 2003 Topps Chrome Refractor 9 LeBron does 6,900. I'm going to look up this Jolly Rancher Anthony Edwards. This green shimmer, serial number to only 5. PSA 9 does 8,100. That is a big number for a very low serial numbered card. Ironically, even though it's serial number to 5, a PSA 9 has sold 4 times. 8,100, 8,088, 8,400. It's trying to hold its head. As you can see, September, April, September. The card's kind of holding its head in a downward market. Anthony Edwards is kind of holding up there, right? And then a All-Star Autographs Upper Deck Black Jordan with that beautiful silver Sharpie, serial number to 25, 8.5 does 10,200. And then the top row, who'd have guessed Lynn Wilkins? Yes, also known as Lenny Wilkins. Probably by young people, folks my age and younger, most known for being a coach in the NBA. Lenny Wilkins was a hell of a basketball player. An incredible resume, a fantastic guard, a great passer, and a great teammate. Lenny Wilkins, PSA 9, does 10,200 for that 1969 tall boy. And then here's a card that I had on my radar. I did not go after it because of what the last one sold for, but I want you guys to look. I wonder if I looked up that Lenny Wilkins. Did I look up Lenny Wilkins? I did. It only barely broke the record by $9,700. And so the highest selling 1969 Lenny Wilkins PSA 9 before last night was in 2010 when the card sold for $460. Last night it sold for $10,200. So basketball cards aren't investments, they say. 1984 Jordan. This is the Rookie of the Year Jordan, number 288. The BGS 8.5, which is my grade. That's the grade that I want the card in. I just can't do it because of what has been happening with this card. Look at the last year. It got to this low point over the last year of 6,300, and then watch what happens. 8,500. That's a huge jump. That's a 33% jump. 11,100. Another 30% jump. It jumps again to 13,000. Now it's doubled, right? Since it's doubled in 5 months. And then this insanity happens. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. It jumps to $25,200 about 3 weeks ago, and now it's come down $10,000 from that sale. So here's what I want to look at. I want to look at the sales and see if it was the same one and it just didn't get paid. I am guessing that is the case, but I may be wrong. Here it is. Are we going to get this thing to pull up? Yeah, I lost this one by like 15 grand. Card number 843. And then this is card number 363. Different card. Wow. And this one actually has incredible subgrades. 8.5, 8.5, 8.5, 9.5. So that is very interesting to me. Different card. Sold for $10,000 less than the last one. So $15,000 is the going rate for a 1984 star number 288. And then here's another card where I don't want to say shenanigans, but there's you need to do your detective work. Let's just do it that way. But I'll do it for you this one time. This is the 2003 Exquisite Collection Kobe. Serial number to 100, patch autograph. It is a BGS 9. It has a Beckett certification number ending in 235. It sold last night for $20,400. Here it is. This is our sale, $20,400. The last sale 3 weeks ago, also on PWCC Weekly, was $17,400. But guess what? It's the same card. That same certification number 235. So that would lead me to believe 235. That would lead me to believe that this was an unpaid item. This is something we've got to figure out a way to monitor. I don't know if Card Ladder can take it out. There's no way this person bought it on September 3rd and then sold it again 3 weeks later. It is good news that the person, if they didn't get paid the first time around, I'm happy that they got more money this time around, but will this one get paid? I don't know. But let me show you something a little even more interesting. Is if you go down to the last time a BGS 9 2003 Exquisite Patch Auto Kobe sold, it's this one right here in the PWCC Premier. And this was way back in November of 2022, and it sold for $9,600. But look at the Beckett certification number. Again, 235. So the last 3 BGS 9 sales have been the exact same card. And it went from $9,600 to $17,400, almost doubling, or a lot more, let's put it that way, then all the way up to $20,400. That to me is a very interesting and merits further investigation. So anyway, that's it, guys. That's the deal. Let me know what you think in the comments about the top 3. It's Kobe, it's Jordan, and it is the great Lynn Wilkins. And then behind him, we have Jordan, Anthony Edwards, LeBron. Then we have Jordan, Kobe, and Luka Doncic. So that's it, guys. That wraps it up. Again, I'm trying to make these shorter, and here I am at 41 minutes. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Hit the bell icon for the channel if you haven't. Hit the like button on these PWCC auction recap videos. It helps me with the YouTube algorithm. My channel growth has started to stagnate, and I think I've just hit the saturation point for people who actually want to hear about basketball cards. I don't know how many of us there are out there in the world. A lot of people want to talk about Panini, and Fanatics fighting in court, or people getting arrested for scams, or game used memorabilia fraud, or he said, she said, and all that stuff. I'm just going to talk about basketball cards. I really don't care if the channel doesn't grow. It's the only thing I know, so I can't, and I don't even know very much about the basketball cards, but I can't talk about that other stuff. It just doesn't interest me. B, it's just real negative and depressing. And C, if I don't know what I'm talking about, then there's no reason to listen to me talk about something. So that's it, guys. Hopefully you enjoy these PWCC recaps. Remember, tonight a video will drop, and it will give you all of the details that you need to order the two-sided 3-foot by 2-foot high-def glossy poster of the MJ Hierarchy Project. All 378 cards. Yes, you heard me right. All 378 cards are imaged on the front, and you can see them. That's why we had to make the poster so big, so you could tell what the cards were. That's a lot of cards to fit on one side of a poster. And then on the reverse side of the poster, the largest Michael Jordan card pack odds list in history. And it is as accurate as you could hope for. I did my absolute best. I'm not infallible, but it's pretty damn accurate or close to it. Anyway, thank you guys for watching another PWCC recap video. Again, if you're interested in buying or selling on this marketplace, the PWCC Weekly or Premier Auctions, just go into my YouTube channel, click the About button, and scroll down. I've got 2 ways that you can actually help support the Cajun Cardboard channel if you want to buy or sell on the PWCC marketplace. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. I hope you have a great week in the hobby and out of the hobby. And peace.